What's good, everybody? This is the Dine with Josh and Kwab. We want to ask you to subscribe, like, and drop comments because we take your comments and we use them for future episodes of the show. You can look back at some of our full episodes. We take tweets, we take YouTube comments, and we want to incorporate you as much as possible. Please subscribe. We do reactions to primetime games and sometimes Nick games. I can't help it. Let us know what you want to.
Sometimes
Okay,
Nick games.
we do it a lot. We do it a lot.
Nick games.
But interact with us. We want this to be your show too. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. All right, first tweet comes from P at playoff PB ball, and he says Donte DiVincenzo is unplayable. Who would have thought that would be the case coming into this season? Legit trash on both ends. Kwab, this breaks my heart. Absolutely breaks my heart as a Knick fan. Probably the most well-liked, most popular one-year Knick of my lifetime. What do you say to this tweet? Do you reply? Do you quote tweet it? Do you like it? Do you keep scrolling? What do you do?
Me personally, I'm not. I don't engage when I see something I don't really care about on Twitter. So
I don't give a fuck about Donte. I don't give a damn.
I'm like, it's just like a negative. Like I understand how some people feel like if you feel negative about the way Donte is playing, but to say he's unplayable is it's a wild ass statement to say. I feel like it's a wild ass statement to say. Yes, he hasn't had the best year, but there's a lot of circumstances that go into this. Like he's coming off a great year, like as you said, when he was on the Knicks, and then to be suddenly traded out of nowhere, which was kind of close to the start of the season.
Yeah.
So I think it was weird for all fronts. And then the couple of games I've watched with the Timberwolves, he's probably one of the few players on the team that gets Rudy Gobert the ball, like on alley-oops and passes, which is...
Is that a good thing? Do you want to be feeding
Rudy finishes. I'll say that. I'm not...
Rudy will finish an alley-oop. I'll give you that. He'll finish an alley-oop. That's it. And anything 4 feet and beyond, no, he won't.
Which is very.
Yeah.
Now we're turning into the Rudy slander.
Yeah, I don't hate Rudy. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a weird dude, but I don't hate. You just wouldn't
give him the ball like Julius Randle.
I wouldn't pass the ball either. No, I wouldn't.
Get out
I passed everybody. I passed everybody.
Yes,
and I don't know if I'd pass the ball to Rudy.
So I'll say this, but Donte is one of the players I see that like makes an effort to get him the ball. Yes, he's having a tough stretch right now, but to say he's unplayable is wild. So I probably wouldn't. I would just be like, I'll probably keep scrolling. What would you do if you saw the tweet?
I would quote tweet and say, "Bring him back to the Knicks, baby." We'll take him back. I will take Donte back. I don't care how bad he's playing right now with Minnesota, and I think a lot of it has to do with fit. Going into a new city, they're having him run point guard sometimes. He's not a point guard. He's not. I mean, he can handle the ball, don't get me wrong, but he's not a point guard, and he's not somebody who you want creating for yourself. I mean, outside of last year, he turned the ball over a lot. Like, he turned the ball over a lot in Milwaukee. He turned it a lot in Golden State. Something happened with Tibbs. I think it was just a green light that he was given. Also, he started the year on the bench, and then when he came in for Quentin Grimes, it was almost like no pressure. I think the situation was a little different last year where there weren't these crazy expectations for him. He was just, hey, come off the bench, hit some threes, provide a spark, and then it just turned into a situation where Grimes wasn't fitting in with the starting lineup. He was playing with his best friends. That gives you superpowers, and he had a green light, and he was able to do whatever he wants. In Minnesota, it's not really the case, and you see it all the time, right? Like if you go to a spot where you're thinking, where you're trying to fit in, when you're not doing the same things that you were doing in a place where you had success or an environment where you had success, that can get to your head. It can absolutely get to your head. And I think that's going on with him. I think if he returns back to New York, which, I mean, I'm saying this, it's not going to happen. Like, I would love that. Like, pie in the sky, I would love that. But if he gets into a situation where he has the green light like he did in New York, where they are setting plays up for him, I'm not saying that they're not doing that in Minnesota, but it's just not the same. And fit is such a huge part of someone's success in the NBA. The older I get, the more I realize that. It's just like, damn, where you get drafted matters. You know, the system that your coach runs matters. All this stuff matters. Every single part of it matters. And, you know, right now, the Timberwolves as a team in general, not just Donte, as a team, they're having a hard time just gelling. They don't fit. Last year's Knicks team, say what you want about their ceiling, that team, the reason why we loved them was because they fit. They complemented each other beautifully. Everybody had a role. Everybody filled that role, and no one played outside themselves. So I would quote tweet it saying, "Trade him back to New York, please," but knowing that it's not going to happen.